So in previous classes, we have discussed about distinct operator, right? So I'm doing one more. We have seen that is null operator, is not null operator, and is null operator, and distinct operator. We have to use along with the aggregate functions. What are the aggregate functions? Count and average. So here you can see the syntaxes. Yesterday we have seen that select count. What is that? So select count distinct employee ID from EMP1. So why we are using the distinct operator? What? So distinct operator used to return the result set as a unique values. So yesterday we have seen max. We did only max aggregate function to display. Next, what is that? We can also use the minimum function, minimum aggregate function with the distinct operator. Let me check that. So minimum of distinct salary. It will return only different salaries, a minimum of different salary. So it will return minimum salary from the salaries list. So just you can also give alias names. Just execute the query. So what is this? So here 15,000 is the minimum salary, different salary and minimum salary. Minimum distinct salary. This is not look like a column name. Just you can give the alias names to replace that column name. I will give min salary, minimum salary. So just execute the query. So here the column name has changed by using the alias names, as we can use as keyword. So this is as means alias name. So you can give another name to the column name. Next, what is that? And you can also combine minimum and maximum aggregate functions together. So let me check that. Select minimum of distinct salary. This time combining only minimum and maximum salaries. Min salary. I am giving the alias names. So no need to give alias names, but the column names are. If you want to change the column name, just give alias names. Just maximum of what is that? Distinct salary. Max salary. I will give alias name from which table? From EMP table. Just I'm combining these two. So this is the output. So minimum salary and maximum salary. So you can also use count aggregate function. You can add any aggregate function. What is the maximum salary? 65,000 and minimum salary 15,000. So our database name, class database. Next, what is that? Order by function. This is the very important in SQL, order by and group by having classes. These are very important topics. So order by function, why we are using order by function? Order by class is used to sort the result set in either ascending or descending order. If you have any names, if you want to find out the names in ascending order, just give the ascending keyword. Ascending in ASC. Here you can see the ASC ascending. As ASC indicates ascending order, DSC indicates descending order. So what is the syntax for ascending order? Why we are using as order by class? So order, we can call it as order by class or order by function. So order by class is used to sort the result set in either ascending or descending order based on one or more columns. So here syntax, select statement, column 1 and column 2 from our table name. So you can give order by class. So whatever you have defined after select statement, you have to give that column names after order by class. So what is that? Column 1 and column 2. If you want to display the result set in ascending order, you have to define just ASC ascending order. It will be display in ascending order. Otherwise, if you want to display in descending order, just give the name DESC at the end of the query. So let me check the example. So what is that? Here we have an example with single columns and multiple columns and positions. Let me check one by one. So what is the example? Select star from. So star means it will display all the columns. If you want to select any specified column, just define that column names. So employee 1, order by, EMP name. So I want to display the EMP names in ascending order or descending order. Let me check the example. So these are main important topics on SQL. Select. So I'm giving the star. So I want to select some names, names of columns. So E name and salary from EMP. Order by. So order by what? So EMP name and salary. You can give two columns and no need to give two columns. Just which column you want to order. So which column you want to display in order by. Just you can give that a column name. So I want to give two columns. So here salary column. So here I'm not giving any ascending and descending order. For salary I'm given only descending order. So if you are not giving anything after column name, it will automatically, by default, it will display the result set in ascending order. So here I am mentioned descending. So both the columns will display the result in descending order. One error. So here our table name is employee 1. So just select the query and execute. So here E name and salary are in descending order, displayed in descending order. So let me check the ascending also. Ascending, and I want to change here yes, and Sri and Hari, Rishi, Y, R, J, Joe, Lakshmi. So these are all the descending order. Result set in descending order. So I want to change to descending to ascending order. So just select the query So here the names has changed. Hari, Joe. So it will display in ascending order. So in this way we have to use the order by class, and one more one example. So here I am specified only column names. Without specification we can see that select start from EMP1. What is that? I want to display the EMP names in ascending order. So ascending order, just give that ascend ASC. So here the E name column will be displayed in ascending order. So if you want to display in descending order, just give that DESC. So here the column E name column names are in descending order. So all the records will be changed along with the E name column. So star means it will display all the columns from the table. So next, what is that? So using the columns positions, you can also give the positions. Here we have given the names after order by class, right? So you can give the names, positions. So I will give select department and salary. So here the department column in first position, and salary has second position, right? From EMP1. So you have to give the positions. How can we give the positions? After order by, you can give the numbers, position numbers. So I will give 1 and 2. So here we have given the names. So here we have given the numbers, positions. Query. So one error. What is that? Limit near 1, 2, 3 something. So column names are different or same. Just check out that. Department and salary the same. So here I am not using any order by class, so that's why it will not. So order by 1 and 2. So here in first order we have department column, and in second order we have salary column. So execute the query. So here we got output and department salary columns. So we can give the positions. We can also give the positions, and we can also define the names after order by class. So next, what is that? So here we have one more example. So salary multiplies with 2. So annual salary from EMP order by salary in descending order. So salaries are in descending order. So remember one thing, order by class is always placed at the end of the query after where and group by are having classes. If you are using group by class, you have to define, you have to use the order by class after group by class. So at the end of the query, we have to use the order by class. If you are using keyword or having keyword, so any keyword, just order by, we have to use the order by function at the end of the query. Next, what is that? Here we have one more example. Select So here I'm giving the department and the salary. I want to multiply with three times from our table MP1 order by. So what is that? Department order by. You can give salary also. So I will give salary column. So in descending order. Just execute the query. So here the salary has multiplied with three times multiplied, and manager here the departments. So this is the descending order. I want to change it to sorry, this is the descending order. I want to change it to ascending order. Just select the query. So the result set is in ascending order. So you can also use order by class like this. Next, what is that? Grouping functions. Grouping functions are also called as functions. Grouping functions are used to perform some mathematical operations like to display the minimum salary from the table. So you have to give the minimum aggregate function, and you want to return the maximum salary. You want then you have to use the maximum aggregate function and count and sum and average aggregate functions. Here, let me check one by one what will happen. So what we will get, select, what is that? I want to check on first minimum salary. So minimum of salary, you have to define the column name in the parenthesis. So minimum salary from EMP1. So it will display minimum salary. Whose employee having minimum salary, it will display that. So here 15,000 is the minimum salary. So what is the maximum salary? Then you have to use the max aggregate function. Select max salary from EMP1. Just select the query. So here 65,000 is the maximum salary. So count, you can use the count aggregate function to count the how many how many salaries in the column. Just it will return the number. So count salary from EMP1. So these are all the grouping function or aggregate functions. So here 10 employee salaries. Next, what is that? We have seen that minimum, maximum, count. And next, what is the average salary? So I want to find out the average of the employee salary. What is that? Average salary. So from EMP1. Just to select the query. So here average salary 35,600. So you can also give the alias names by using the as keyword. So I want column name average. So I want to give the average salary. So without parenthesis. Just it will display the. So here the column name has changed by using the alias names. So it we can change the temporarily, but permanently, if you want to change permanently, you have to use the rename command in DDL from DDL commands. So these are all the temporary results. So next to sum of the salary. So it will return the sum of all the salaries. Sum of salary as. So I will give the alias name sum salary. Salary from AMP1. So just select the query. The 3,56,000. This is the result set. It has added all the employees' salaries. So that's why it has been 3,56,000. So in this way, we have to use the minimum, maximum, count, average, aggregate functions. Next, what is the group by? So why we are using the group by? Group by means grouping the columns. So grouping the columns, grouping the rows. So group by statement is used to group rows that have the same columns into. Just wait. Same columns. And the group by statement is often used with aggregate function. We already know that aggregate functions count, minimum, maximum, sum to perform the calculations on each group of rows. So we have an employee table, and the employees are belongs to the some employees are IT department, and some employees are belongs to the manager department. So we have to group that. So to group that that records, you have to use the group by function. So let me see one example. Here we have syntax, select, and column names, aggregate function. So what is aggregate? You can also count, max, min, average function. So in that function, you have to define the column names from table name. So group by column names. So this is, check the example. If you want to student table, just so you have to create the student table. So here we have employee table, right? So here one example for employee table. Select department. So I am grouping the department. Let me check one example. Select. So I want to group the departments. So some members are IT department and some members manager department, right? So here the department column. So I want to group all the members. So select, I want to group department. So for which column you want to group, just you have to give that column name, department column. So if you want to group something location, so you have to give the location name, location column name. So next, what is that? Syntax. So column names, aggregate functions, aggregate functions. What is that aggregate function? I will take sum. So I'm going to group department column and some of the columns in that, some of the salaries in that department. Sum of salary. Salary. What is the syntax? Column name. So from table name. From table name. Table name, what is that? EMP1. And next one by column names. Group by column names means here we are using department column. We are grouping the department column. So that's why you have to define group by column after group by class. Sorry, after. So you have to define department column after group by class. So department. So it will display the salaries department wise. So just to execute the query. So here the IT department 1,55,000. So manager department 2,01,000. So how it will group? So let me explain that. So employee ID, employee ID has one has IT department, and employee 2 has manager department, and some employees IT and manager IT manager. So just I'm grouping the department. So it will add the so here it will add the salaries of IT department. So next what is that? So manager department too. It will group and return the results. Return the sum of the salaries. So next, what is next example? What is that? This is the thing. Next, we can also group by multiple columns. Here we are using single columns and multiple columns. Select department. So here I want to I want to sum the salary. I want to display the salaries for each country. So here we are using the department salary to group values. So then here I'm using the sum of the salary for each country. So I want to find out the salaries for each country as total salary alias names from orders. So group by department and country. Let me check that. So here I am using the multiple columns. Select department and what is that? Next, what is that country? So I want to display the sum of the salaries per country wise. So that's why I'm giving the country name. So country and what is that? Sum of salaries. So it will group the department employees in employee table. So sum of the salaries from EMP1. Next, what is that? Group by. Group by. So here I want to return the sum of the salaries for each country. So we have to define department. So which column you have to group department column. Next country and it salaries per country wise. So country. So select the query. And one example country column is not there in EMP1. So here what is the name and just check that. So E country, we have E country. Just change the column name. So here also you have to change the column name. So here we have three columns, department and E country and sum of salary. So here I am giving the alias names, total salary. Total salary. So in IT department, Canada country 15,000. Let me check that 15,000 or not. So in IT department, what is that 15,000? So Canada. So here the country name. Next, what is that? Just let me execute that query. So manager department Australia. It will return the salaries, some of the salaries country wise. So here the Australia 65,000. So let me check that manager department Australia 65,000 or not. So here manager department 65,000 Australia. Let me check on the column. So Australia 65,000. So next, what is that? Next, 50,000 India IT department. So let me check that. Sorry, 50,000 India IT department. So India IT department 50,000. Here record number 3 Hari 25,000 and so India IT department. Next, what is that? 25,000 here IT department. So 50,000. So it will group the I'm grouping the results in department wise and return the sum of the salary for each country. So that's why I'm defining the E country. So in this way, you have to use the group by function, group by class. So next, what is that? So just practice. You have to create the another table. Just see the difference. How can we use the group by and how can we use the order by function? Next, what is that? So here we have seen the group by department, some of the salaries, it will return like this, right? So here you can use the order by. What is that? Department to display department in descending order. So you can also like this, use like this. So department, so we can also use order by class with along with the group by department. So here manager and IT. If you want to in ascending order, just give that keyword. So the rows are changed to ascending order. So you can also use order by class with the group by class. So the one more point is you have to place the order by function at the end of the query. So if you are using the group by function where class are having classes, you have to use the order by function after that functions so at the end of the query. So remember that point. Next, what is that having class? So why we are using having class? Having class in SQL is filters group of data that have been aggregated based on the specified condition. So here we have syntax select column 1 and aggregate function column 2 from table group by. So column here whatever you have defined after select statement, after select keyword, you have to define that column name after group by class. So next, what is that having class group condition? So here we have example. So columns department and salary. So you want to I want to find out the departments where the total salary is greater than 50. So I want to find out total salary is greater than 50. Find out the departments where the total salary is greater than 50,000. So here we have syntax, select department. So this is the aggregate function. You have just to go through the syntax. So select department. Department is the column name. Sum of salary from employee 1. So group by department having sum of the salary greater than 50,000. Whose salary, whose department having 50,000, just it will display by using the having class. So let me check the example. So what is the syntax? Select column 1. So here I am again taking the department column to group the values, to group the records. Department. Next, what is that? Aggregate function, sum of salary. What is that? Aggregate function, column 2. This is the column 1 department. This is the column 2. So from table name, what is the table name? EMP1. So I am using the group by class. Group by, what is it? Group by department. So I am grouping the department column, IT department group by column. Having, what is that? Syntax entity. So what is that? Group by column 1 having group condition. Whatever you have aggregated before just give that sum of salary. So what is the condition? So I want to find out the total salary is greater than 50,000. 50,000. Just give select the query. Give the query. So greater than 50,000. So here the sum of the salaries having IT department 1,55,000 and manager department 2,01,000. So these values are greater than 50,000, right? So if you want to change the salary, I want to so salary greater than 1 lakh. Something I will give 1 lakh. I will give 1 lakh. Will happen. Select the query. So these are all these values are above 1 lakh, right? So that's why it will not change now. So less than, okay. Greater than, so I will give 60,000. So in this way you have to use the having function. You have to use the having function after group by class. So here we have we are finding the salaries. Salaries and grouping the department, group the department wise. So having class particularly useful when you want to apply the conditions on the results of aggregate functions like sum, average, max. you have to use aggregate functions with the having class. So why we are not using the where class means we cannot use the aggregate functions with the where class. So that's why we are not using the where keyword here. This is the small difference for where class and having class. So with having class, we can use the aggregate functions, sum, average, max, min, count. So in where class, we cannot use the aggregate functions. That is the small difference. So this is about today's class and grouping and order by function, distinct. So tomorrow we will discuss about. So just practice. So here we have example. Just go through the syntax and practice. So tomorrow we will discuss other topics, operators, sorry, like arithmetic operators and logical operators. Okay. Thank you so much.